you had to start your business again from scratch, what would you do differently? Now, this is a question I often ask my clients because it's so effective at highlighting why people are stuck in their business. And I actually like to ask provocative questions as well. So why am I looking at this screen? Because I posted this question about 3 days ago. It garnered 24 or so comments. Now, it was aimed at hypnotherapists in particular, but it's a question that's for anyone that's in a business that is thinking that things aren't going well. Now, the really interesting fact about this is that there were 24 completely different responses to this question. And now, if you think about it, if you're starting a business, wouldn't we all start the business in more or less the same way? Wouldn't we be doing the same kind of things? But apparently not. I mean, I'm just going to look across here again and just read out some of the responses. So here's one. I just stopped thinking and jumped straight in. Another one. I would have specialized in early, having one area and absolutely learn everything about it and be absolutely the best for that. I would have done more research in the schools that I learned from before I spent money. That's an important one. I'll come back to that in a second. I would have started learning how to use technology much sooner. I'd have been totally on the back foot with that, and I still am, to be honest. Here's one. I wouldn't have started this kind of business. I would have started a problem-solving business. That's a really good one. And one more. Trust in my natural abilities as a therapist and ignore the guru sales talk about you can be like me one day if you buy this new blah, 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 blah thing. I hear this so often. So we can see lots of different responses from this very simple question. And it's an important question because what would you do differently if you started again? And leading on from that, how come you're not doing things differently now to help grow your business? Like, for example, if you think I should have done more about technology before starting the business, are you doing more now to learn about technology to grow your business? If you fell for the guru sales blah, blah, are you still falling for the guru sales talk? Or have you cut yourself off completely from all the gurus? Well, how do I do that, Paul? Quite simply, unfollow them, unfriend them on all of the various platforms that you're on, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, whichever one. Just stop following them. It's so easy to fall under their spell of buy my thing, buy my new thing. It's the latest, greatest thing ever. Just stop unfollowing them and you won't see their stuff. You won't see their posts. If you're on the email list, unsubscribe. It's a very simple process, but obviously, well, not obviously, but sometimes we miss the obvious. Get out of their way, get out of their path. Don't let them be still influencing you. Another question, well, another comment on that question, trust in my natural abilities. How many people have lost contact with your intuition, with your gut feeling? I know a lot of people have, I hear it, regularly. I don't know how to use my gut feeling. I don't know what to listen for. I don't know what to listen to. Start reconnecting with your gut feeling. Start reconnecting with your intuition and listen. That's all you've got to do. All you have to do is listen. Okay, let's go a little bit off topic here. How many of you have been in a very similar relationship more than once? And how many of you have ignored the red flags? Now, if you reflect just for a moment, don't go too deep, just reflect for a minute. How many times did you have a feeling in your gut or elsewhere that this wasn't quite right? That's your intuition telling you, Paul, stay away, Paul, move back, run away, turn around, go do something different. Our intuition is there to help us. No, yeah, I get it. It's not always right, but it's right most of the time. So we have to start listening to our gut instincts. It's critical, it's crucial, it's so important. We have to listen. We all have natural abilities. We all have natural skills. Ask yourself this question. Am I bringing those to the forefront of the business that I'm in today? Am I actually using those natural gifts and talents that I possess in my business? If not, why not? Maybe that's the one thing that's stopping you from having a hobby and making that hobby into a real business that actually generates some money for you. Worth thinking about. One more question I want to really, well, one more comment that I'd really like to get into. Let me just find it here. Where is it? Here we go. I really like this comment. So the question was, what would you do differently? And this person goes, nothing. I think that every perceived mistake was necessary. It's all going perfectly imperfect. Now, this is true if you're learning from your mistakes, if you're learning from the things that didn't quite work out, if you tried using funnels, but they didn't work for you, if you didn't go low, you weren't going live and realized that going live actually is fun and can work for you. Now, if you're learning from those mistakes, I completely agree with that comment. Yeah, perfectly imperfect, because none of us are perfect. But if you're not learning from your mistakes, if you're not taking stock of your situation, going, I need to change something, then you're not going to improve. Your business is going to stay flat. Wherever it is, you're going to continue flatlining. You need to look and reflect on what you've done so far. Kick out the stuff that isn't working and bring in some new stuff. Do something different. Well, there's one more. Let me just try one more before we end this video. Yeah, probably be in less of a hurry. Was it? Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. I think that's the comment. Yeah. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. What this means is that people who are not overly cautious, but don't want to make too many massive mistakes will think and reflect before acting. Now, this is good. This helps. But if you spend all of your time thinking and reflecting, you don't actually take any action. There's a fine balance. So yeah, reflect and think, is this a good business for me to be in? Do I have everything ready? Am I prepared to do what I need to do? And that's a really important question to ask yourself. Am I really ready to do what I need to do to get this thing moving? If you're not, then why are you thinking about starting a business in the first place? Don't snooze because you lose is a rubbish thing to say. But it's important in the fact that if you do spend a lot of time thinking and very little time acting, again, nothing is going to change. So I hope you found that useful this afternoon. It's really important that you do take time to reflect and look at what is and isn't working in your business so you can make improvements. If you've got any questions or comments, drop me a line below. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It helps a lot. Thanks for watching.